Hello everyone, I am Deepika Sharma. I am student of BSc second year at MSP Arts Science and KPT Commerce College Manora, Department of Physics. Today I will discuss about Newton's rings experiment. Contents are firstly aim of experiment, then apparatus required for this experiment, then formula, theory, diagram, and then procedure of this experiment, then observation table, result, and then precautions. Aim of this experiment is to determine the wavelength of sodium light by using Newton's rings. Apparatus required for these experiments are a monochromatic source of light, which is a sodium light. Monochromatic means having only one wavelength. Then a plano-convex lens, in which lens having one surface is plane and another surface is a convex shaped, so this is called as a plano-convex lens. Then we used an optically flat glass plates, then convex lens and a traveling microscope. Formula required for this experiment is lambda is equals to dn plus p square minus dn square upon 4pr, where dn plus p is a diameter of n plus pth dark ring, dn is a diameter of nth dark ring, p is the difference between n and n plus pth dark ring, and then r is the radius of curvature of plano-convex lens. Then by measuring the nth and n plus pth dark ring and radius of curvature r and p, we can calculate the wavelength of monochromatic light, which is used to obtain Newton's rings. Now we will see theory of Newton's rings. Here we see this is the plano-convex lens, in which upper surface is plane shaped and lower surface is a convex shape, and this is the plane glass plate, where the convex lens means plano-convex lens is placed on the plane glass plate. Here we see the incident ray is partially reflected and partially transmitted at curved surface, and then the transmitted ray is reflected from glass plate. So these two rays interfere in reflected light, and interference of this reflected rays is observed through microscope. This is the experimental setup of Newton's ring. The experimental arrangement consists of monochromatic source of light S, convex lens, this is the plano-convex lens, then plane glass plate G, then plane glass plate G1, and this is a traveling microscope. From this traveling microscope we can observe a Newton's rings. These are the Newton's rings. This type of fringes we can see through traveling microscope. The center of the Newton's ring is dark, then bright, then this dark and bright, alternate dark and bright concentric rings we can observe through traveling microscope. These rings are firstly discovered by Sir Isaac Newton, so these are called as the Newton's rings. Next is procedure. We see this is a experimental setup of Newton's rings experiment. This is a plano-convex lens and this is the plane glass plate. A plano-convex lens of large radius of curvature is placed with its convex surface in contact with the plane glass plate. Then there is an film is formed between the lower surface of the plano-convex lens and upper surface of glass plate. The thickness of the air film is 0 at a point of contact O and gradually increases outward. Now consider a monochromatic source of light S. This is the monochromatic source of light S, and this monochromatic light S falls on a convex lens L. From the convex lens, the light rays become parallel and falls on glass plate G, inclined at 45 degree. So, from the glass plate G, the light rays will bend with the 90 degree and falls normally on a plano-convex lens, which is kept on a glass plate G1. So, whenever the light rays are reflecting and interfering on the traveling microscope, from this microscope, if we observe, then we see there is a Newton's rings are formed, which is alternate dark and bright concentric rings we see there. And here we see this is the Newton's rings formation, means center of this Newton's rings is dark. So there is a question that why center of Newton's rings is dark. At the point of contact the path difference is 0, but one of the interfering ray is reflected, so the effective path difference becomes lambda by 2 and there is minimum intensity condition is created, so the center of ring is dark. So this is the procedure of Newton's rings experiment, and this Newton's rings is the best application for thin films and interference. This is the observation table of Newton's rings experiment. These are the number of rings, which are 5, 10, 15. Instead of that we can take 1, 2, 3, 4 also, and then there is the reading of traveling microscope at left side and at right side, then diameter of ring, and then diameter square, then dn plus p square minus dn square and its mean value. Then by measuring the radius of curvature, we put this all values in the formula, which is lambda is equals to dn plus p square minus dn square upon 4 into p into r. Then we get the wavelength of monochromatic light. So this is the observation table. Result of experiment is, from this experiment wavelength of sodium light is found to be 5799 angstrom, and precautions are the lens and the glass plate should be clean, and lens of large radius of curvature, preferably plano-convex, should be used. So these are the result and precautions of Newton's rings. So this is all about the Newton's rings experiment. Thank you.